historically, release notes were a pain in the butt. There was a changelog file like this in the source control, and you had to enforce that developers were keeping that up to date. And while there's something purist about it that I like, and it's in the source control in one place, sometimes it's just not. It's hard to enforce systematically. On the other hand, GitHub has the concept of releases. GitHub releases augment tags. So tags still exist, but the metadata around a tag is managed by GitHub. So what we did earlier this year was roll out auto or release drafter, which is one of the many options out there. We looked at a few of them, but release drafter seemed to be the most robust to me in functionality and the way we wanted it to work. So with this, what you get is the ability to have a GitHub action start your releases as drafts. Like here's an upcoming draft release, and every pull request that is merged is automatically just tacked on here to this release. So here, the last pull request we merged was 664 to update the version of AWS CLI. The next PR we merge to master would just be tacked on here, and then when we want to cut a release, we can just do that. We have the ability to edit this before we actually cut that release. Now we're doing this for Geodesic, which has a different release process than our Terraform modules. For Terraform, it's a different story. Look, we have too many modules to manage a cohesive release strategy of 150 repositories. We have a simpler approach. Hey, everything merged to master, it's either a bug fix or we bump the minor release. Even bug fixes can be breaking for some people, right? And our whole philosophy on when to do, how to do releases is documented on Cloud Posse docs. And if you go to our, contributors FAQ here, we have kind of what is our versioning strategy, and I can share that in our Slack channel here. But let's post this here. And then I'll post an example of how to use release drafter the way we use it for our GitHub modules. So for our GitHub modules, for our Terraform modules, we cut a release on every merge to master, and it takes care of all the semver for us.
And it takes care of the semver because you're following the conventional commits, correct?
Yeah, well, it's very configurable. This is what's really cool. So there are a lot of rules for it, for how you want to do it. If you have strict discipline on how you write your commits, you can do it that way, I believe. But we run an open source community with 1,000 different ways of doing commit messages and stuff like that. We can't enforce convention, but it supports the ultimate escape hatch. Look, label your pull request. Is this a fix? Is it a bug fix? Is it a hot fix? Whatever. So here are all the words for labels that match a patch. Here are all the words that match a minor, and here are all the words that match a major. And based on that, it's going to do this semver calculation. You have full control over the template and what that looks like, and more powerful things like, I'll show you what we're doing for Geodesic. Our release draft is a little different here. Here, this is how we do it, where each pull request is tacked on to the existing release that's in draft mode, and you can configure that. You can even have regular expressions that rewrite that stuff after the fact. So this is the ultimate escape hatch, so you can make your releases look really nice. So
cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about how this turned out. This was the effort of Jeremy on our team. I'll share this configuration as well. Cool. Any questions on how to manage change logs with GitHub Actions and release drafting, or other tips or tricks to do this?
I'm good for now. Really appreciate the info, especially for the folks that respond on the channel. Really appreciate it. Did not even know about conventional commits. That was totally new to me. I'm gonna have to stop typing in fixes 1, fixes 2 every time I commit now.
Yeah. No, that is nice. Conventional commits. That's a good tip. But it does require everybody to kind of play along with that.
Yeah, well, I'll have to see what kind of buy-in I get. I'm kind of tempted to see if there. I feel like there might be a project where you could fail people, like fail the commit.
You could
Uh,
fail the commit, probably, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's just over time you'll get it right. So,
And I bet there are pre-commit hooks for this as well. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something along those lines. Yeah, I'll have to kind of play around with it in a test repo, see what the full pipeline looks like and what makes sense for my team. But yeah, really appreciate you guys sharing. It's very helpful.
sounds good.